Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call to order the meeting of the Kane County Board for Tuesday, March 10th.
Can you get in?
The hour of 9:45 having arrived, I'd like to ask the clerk to call the roll.
Allen. Auger.
Here.
Barrero. Here. Castro.
Here.
Davis. Here. Ford. Here. Braz. Here. Gillum. Here. Heyman.
Here.
Bolshay. Here. Ishmael. Here. Kenyon.
Here.
Zarek.
Here.
Leonard.
Here.
Lewis.
Here.
Martin. Here. Molina. Pollock. Here. Sheffro.
Here.
Silva. Smith. Here. Sterrett. Winecki.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cunningham. We have a lot of ground to cover this morning, but before we do get that process started, I'd like to ask Miss Brittany McCullough to come to the microphone to lead us in the pledge. Brittany is a 4-H County Ambassador and has been a member of A Bit More Horse Club for the past 7 years. Brittany's from St. Charles and is a senior at Rosary High School in Aurora. So would you please rise? Thank you, Brittany.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Would you remain standing, please? I'd like to ask Luke Hall and his dad, Judge Clint Hall, to come to the microphone to lead us in the prayer. Luke is a 5th grade student at Lincoln School in St. Charles. He's an avid reader, plays soccer, basketball, and the baritone.
I'd ask everyone to bow their heads. We pray. Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, you guide and govern everything with order and love. I thank you for our great nation, state, and the Kane County Board. I ask that you look down upon all the members of the Kane County Board and bless them. May they represent all of us, adults and kids, with your spirit of wisdom, charity, and justice, and promote the well-being of all people, especially those who live in Kane County. Through Jesus Christ our Lord, amen.
Amen. Amen. We're in good hands, and we're going to see more of that displayed today when we get to the 4-H program. Okay, may I have a motion and a second to approve the minutes of the February 10th, 2015 meeting? Moved by Mr. Leonard, second by Mr. Heyman. Are there any thoughts, comments, changes? All those in favor of approving the minutes say aye. And all opposed say nay. The motion passes. Minutes are approved. Okay, under new and unfinished business presentations discussion, we have the 4-H Government Day today. So there's going to be an introduction of the program and students. So I'd like to ask Mr. Kenyon and Ms. Wonicki. I'd like to welcome all of our guests first. And then before we go to the outline of the program, I'd like to have each of the 4-H students stand and give us their name, school you attend, and tell us which elected official or department head that you're shadowing this morning. So I think we'll start over with, why don't we go down the line? So Miss Allen, and if you'd stand, thank you.
Skaya, I go to Burlington Central High School and I am shadowing Deborah Allen.
Thank you.
Is the microphone working?
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah. Okay. Speak a little louder.
I'm Abigail Dedina. I go to Hampshire High School and I'm shadowing Michael Kenyon.
I'm Megan Mingle. I go to Burlington Central. I'm shadowing Barbara Wonicki.
Okay, good.
It took us a long time, too.
Yeah.
Some people never learned to do it.
My name is Meredith Abs. I am an 8th grader at Redling Middle School, and I am shadowing Mark Davist.
Okay, thank you. Let's go up in the back, and then we'll work down. Mr. Heyman?
Hello, my name is Brandon Vandewater, and I go to Burlington Central High School, and I'm shadowing Joe Heyman.
Did you skip her?
Excellent. Thank you.
I'm Gwen Klinke. I go to Thompson Middle School, and I'm shadowing Aisha Tague, but for now, I'm sitting behind Commissioner Jack.
Good.
I'm And then I go to St. Charles North High School, and I'm shadowing Becky Gillum.
Thank you.
I'm John Cameron. I attend St. Charles North High School, and I'm shadowing Kurt Kozarek.
Super.
You said my name right?
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Hi, my name is Erica Johnson. I go to the Kane High School, and I'm shadowing Drew Froz.
Outstanding. Thank you.
I'm Tia Jackson. I'm a freshman at Allendale, and I'm shadowing T.R. Smith.
Terrific.
Schweitzer, and I'm homeschooled, and I'm shadowing Mr. John Martin.
Terrific. Welcome.
I'm Maggie Turback. I'm a senior at St. Charles North, and I'm shadowing Brian Pollock.
My name is Clay Cargola. I go to Kane High School, and I'm shadowing Bill Leonard.
Thank you very much. Let's have a round of applause.
We have students also in the
Excellent.
audience. Yeah.
Let's get the microphone out into the audience.
We don't want to miss anybody.
My name is Jake Thompson. I go to Burlington Central High School, and I'm shadowing Don Biggs.
Good.
It's kind of a hard name.
I'm Daniel Smingy. I'm homeschooled, and I'm shadowing Matthew Tansley.
Hi, my name is Audrey Gatch. I attend St. Charles East High School, and I am shadowing Jennifer Jarland.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne Votava. I'm in 8th grade from Thompson Middle School, and I am shadowing Kenneth Anderson, Jr.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Ricker, and I'm homeschooled, and I'm shadowing Mrs. Wegman.
Hi, I'm Emily Smingy. I'm homeschooled, and I'm shadowing Janice Hill.
I'm Brittany McCullough. I go to Rosary High School, and I'm shadowing Mr. David Rickert.
I'm Bethany Hahn. I'm homeschooled, and I am shadowing Della Winkler.
Yes. Okay. Outstanding. Everybody's welcome. Let's give a round of applause. Now I'd like to turn the program over to Mr. Kenyon and Ms. Wonicki. Would you like to take it from here?
Say something? Well, this is the team of Barb and myself and Debbie Allen. We had to go out and twist some arms to get the work done, and it's pretty fun. I look forward to this day. These are the people that are going to lead the county, the cities, the state, and told them how important it is to be involved. Go to run for a school board, run for a library board, run for the junior college. That's where the money gets spent, and we know how important it is to see that it's spent the correct way. And I'm so happy they get to come here and join us for this day, and you're always welcome to come back. Remember, you can come back anytime. We meet this Tuesday every month, and that's about it. Thanks for the help for the arm twisting people here.
Good. Ms. Wonicki.
Also, thank you, Mr. Chairman. If time allows, before our luncheon, we would like to present a question to the 4-H students. County board members will rise and give their seats to the 4-H students, and hopefully we'll appoint a chairman. I don't know if we've done that with the 4-Hers, but somebody will present the question. We'll give you a chance to talk about the question and give your opinions.
It's an easy question.
It's an easy question, one that you'd probably like, and then you will take a vote. on the question we give you. So,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you very much for letting all of us know about that. We have several things in the ordinary business, and then depending on a decision that's made by the board, there will be a brief ceremony that follows the meeting, and then maybe you'll take over to call it to order, this next part of a meeting. So that'll be three things before we hopefully we'll be finished with our business at about 11:15 or so. But thank you very much. Also, I'd like to recognize our county clerk, Mr. Jack Cunningham, who'd like to also mention something that would be important, especially for the students who are here today.
We are always looking for qualified election judges, and we do have a student election judge program. And here today, I think this universe has a lot of young people with over a 3-point average. But if you have a 3-point average and you're a junior in high school, you can serve in the state of Illinois as an election judge. Now, the nice part of that, if you attend the class we have, you will get $150 for that election day, which can then be put towards your college education. So I would encourage any of you here that are going to be juniors that basically have a 3-point average, with the approval of your parents and of the school principal, you would contact Jim Moorfield in my office, and would certainly like to get you involved. You're obviously interested in the process, but this would give you involvement in another portion of the process. But it's $150, and I know when I was a junior in high school, if I can make $150 without carrying bags that are 100 pounds apiece, I would go after it. So I would welcome you to join this program. And if you know of any other
That was
students...
a long time ago.
Any other students? The entire county board are going to want to be judges now, but they're disqualified. If you know of any other students that have a 3-point average, make them aware of this program, would you please?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Cunningham. Would anyone like to speak on an agenda item? Okay, if not, we'll go to the zoning petitions. We have 2 zoning petitions on the agenda today. I'd like to ask Development Committee Chairman Kurt Kozarek to discuss and make the motion to approve each of the zoning petitions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The first petition, 4337, is located in Big Rock Township. The petitioner is looking to rezone from an E1 district to an F1 farm district. There were no objectors. Staff recommends approval. The zoning board recommends approval, and development recommends approval. I will make the motion.
Okay, so moved by Mr. Kozarek, second by Ms. Castro. Any thoughts, comments, questions? Okay, if not, I'd like to ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Allen.
Aye.
Alger.
Yes.
Barrero. Yes. Castro. Yes. Davis.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fraz.
Yes.
Gillum.
Yes.
Heyman.
Yes.
Bolsheit.
Yes.
Ishmael.
Yes.
Kenyon.
Yes.
Kazarek.
Yes.
Leonard. Lewis. Martin.
Yes.
Molina. Pollock. Shefflo.
Yes.
Silva. Smith.
Yes.
Sterrett.
Yes.
Winicki.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. The next petition.
Petition 4338 is located in Blackberry Township. It's an amendment and expansion to an existing special use for a golf course. There were no objectors on this item. Staff did voice their approval with a couple of different stipulations that are added to the actual petition under item number 2. The petitioner has agreed to those amendments. The zoning board has also approved, and development committee has also approved. I'll make the motion.
Okay, so moved by Mr. Kozarek, second by Mr. Fraz. Any thoughts, questions, comments? If not, I'd like to ask clerk call the roll.
Allen. Auger.
Yes.
Barrero. Barrero. Yes. Castro. Yes. Davis.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fraz. Yes. Gillum. Yes. Heyman.
Yes.
Bolsheit.
Yes.
Ishmael. Kenyon.
Yes.
Kazarek.
Yes.
Leonard.
Yes.
Lewis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Molina. Pollock. Shefflo.
Yes.
Silva. Smith.
Yes.
Sterrett. Winicki.
Okay, thank you very much. That resolution passes. Thank you very much, Mr. Kozarek. Now we go on to the resolutions and ordinances. Would anyone like to remove an item from the consent agenda? Okay, may I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. So moved by Ms. Castro, second by Mr. Heyman. I'd like to ask the clerk to call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Auger.
Yes.
Burial. Yes. Castro. Yes. Davis. Yes. Ford. Yes. Franz. Yes. Gillum.
Yes.
Heyman.
Yes.
Hoshite.
Yes.
Ishmael. Yes. Kenyon.
Yes.
Kazaric.
Yes.
Leonard.
Yes.
Lewis.
Yes.
Martin. Yes. Molina. Pollock. Shefflo.
Yes.
Silva. Smith. Sterrett. Yes. Winnicki.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we'll move to resolutions that are not part of the consent agenda. May I have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 1586, amending annual appropriation ordinance in response to additional forfeited U.S. Marshal Service revenue. I'd like to ask Mr. Hoshite, Chairman of the Finance and Budget Committee, a second by Ms. Castro, Chairman of the Judiciary Committee. I believe that there is a presentation that most of the members of the board have seen, but because this is a vote of the entire board, I'd like Mr. Joe Onsick, our Finance Director, to come forward and present that presentation.
Good morning. This morning we are considering the second ordinance that amends the Sheriff's Office budget in response to the Sheriff's forfeiture of U.S. Marshal Service revenue. The decision to forfeit the U.S. Marshal Service revenue was executed on December 15th when this notice of contract termination through this email was sent to the U.S. Marshal Service by the Sheriff's Office. In response to the Sheriff's notice of contract termination, we now know that the U.S. Marshal Service has removed nearly all of the federal detainees. As of January 13th, there were only 2 federal detainees remaining, and as of January 21st, there was only 1 federal detainee remaining. $2.5 million was budgeted for U.S. Marshal Service revenue. We collected $184,000 for the month of December. That was the first month of the fiscal year. And only $47,000 was collected in January, which reflects the significant reduction of detainees that occurred during that month. This leaves approximately $2.269 million remaining of the revenue that was originally budgeted that is likely to be forfeited since only 1 federal detainee remains as of January 31st. Of the $2.269 million of revenue that is likely to be forfeited, $225,000 has already been addressed by the ordinance that was passed by the board on February 10th. So therefore, we have $2.044 million of forfeited revenue that remains to be addressed. Why is it so important that we address the $2.044 million of revenue? This slide is just a quick snapshot that is displaying for you of the 5-year forecast. I just would like to draw your attention to the bottom line that shows the forecasted deficits that will begin to occur this year. And this would be if we did lose this U.S. Marshal Service revenue, if we include the potential loss of state income tax revenue that would occur if Governor Rauner's proposed 50% budget cut to the county share of state income tax revenue is approved. And this, of course, would be combined with the normal anticipated cost increases. So all of that combined leads to these deficits that you can see projected on the bottom of the screen there, highlighted in yellow. And then the yellow highlighted line, about 1/3 of the way down, indicates the required equivalent increase of property tax that we would have to impose in order to be the equivalent of the deficit, to cover the deficits that was there. So basically what this is intended to show you is that we really don't have any cushion available in the foreseeable future that could possibly absorb a decrease in revenue such as this. So this ordinance that we are considering this morning will address 1.544 million of the remaining 2.044 million U.S. Marshal Service forfeited revenue. And then this is just a quick summary of how this ordinance would reduce the sheriff's office budget that was budgeted for his expenditures. There would be $344,000 that pertains directly to the costs of housing the federal detainees that will no longer be incurred. $91,000 relates to the salary and benefits for a grant writer position that was already eliminated. There's $509,000 that is the overtime budget for the correctional facility, and that $509,000 includes the FICA and SLEP that's associated with the overtime expenditure. There's $100,000 adjustment to the vehicle fuel budget that just pertains to adjusting the price per gallon that we're forecasting, and then $500,000 for the public safety vehicle budgets. So these total reductions total $1.544 million. And then this final slide, which I know is difficult for you to see, but this is just supporting, it's details supporting the calculations that were presented to you in summary format. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them, but otherwise that concludes the presentation for the ordinance.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Onsick. Any questions, comments? If not, we have a motion and a second. Would the clerk call the roll?
Allen. Aye. Auger.
Yes.
Barrio. Yes. Castro. Yes. Davist.
Yes.
Ford. Yes. Franz.
Yes.
Gillum.
Yes.
Heyman.
Yes.
Holscheit.
Yes.
Ishmael. Kenyon.
Yes.
Gazarik.
Yes.
Leonard.
Yes.
Lewis.
No.
Martin. Yes. Molina. Yes. Pollock. Yes. Sheffro.
Yes.
Silva. Smith.
Yes.
Starrett.
Yes.
Winecki. 22. Passes.
I'm going to vote with Bill Lewis. No.
I'm sorry?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, the motion passes. Thank you very much. Next is our, next is the resolution number 1587 to fill the vacancy on Kane County Board District number 8. I'm going to be recommending to the board Maria Vasquez, and I would like to ask for a motion and a second so that we can discuss the, so moved by Ms. Barrero, second by Mr. Ford. Thank you very much for the motion and the second. I think this is a very important decision that you'll be making today. For the benefit of the students who are here today, unfortunately, one of our members, Jesse Vasquez from the Aurora, Montgomery area, died unexpectedly, a relatively young man, and that was about maybe 2-3 months ago. And now we're going through the process of appointing his replacement for the remainder of that term. I think that good decisions are made by asking the right questions and then listening very closely to what the answers are. American government is meant to be, as Abe Lincoln's words, of the people, by the people, and for the people. The beauty and genius, though, of the American Republic is that we elect those who will distill, by listening, the will of the people. I would especially like to thank Teresa Barrero, Ron Ford, Dr. Monica Silva, for their sensitive and gentle advocacy for their recommendation. The members of the Democrat Party, which is part of the statute, and a resident of the same district as the incumbent came from, those were necessary qualifications for a person who then steps into that role. Let's see, I would also like to thank Brian Pollock for his Sometimes different newspapers will try to make us adversaries among the work that we do, and that's just not the case in what we're trying to do here. And it was Brian who was quoted as saying that according to the statute, the decision is made by the chairman from advice that comes from the board, which those board members took their advice from the people they serve, and then the final consent for that appointment comes from the board itself. I would also like to thank Mark Gately, who is the Kane County chairman of the Democrat Party, who also said that, well, this is up to the chairman. In private conversation, when it boiled down to a couple of different candidates who I think were, there were several, they were all highly qualified, but two especially, his comment was both of those people would do a good job. For your information, the other person who I'd like to bring a special honorable mention was to a lady named Marilyn Michelini, who served as the Montgomery Village president for many years, honorable service. And so, but the reason why, in my opinion, I believe that Maria is the right person to represent the constituents of the Montgomery-Aurora District, the 530,000 residents of Kane County, and the spirit of Jesse Vasquez. No one represents Jesse Vasquez's mind and heart better than his wife, Maria. She has been a longtime resident of the Kane County Board District 8. She's raised a family there and experiences the consequences of our collective county decisions alongside her neighbors. There is no one who knows Jesse Vasquez's mind and heart better than Maria. In fact, they shared the same dream for their neighborhood, and effectively they campaigned together. So she was there from the very beginning of this term and supported Jesse's work every step of the way. And together, they worked to represent those local interests. You know, as well as anyone, that quite often the first person who answers the constituent telephone call in the evening or on weekends is the incumbent spouse. In local government, we are our neighbors' citizen representatives, and Maria has been active in that role. Professionally, Maria serves as the point of contact for students, parents, faculty, and visitors as the receptionist at Thompson Junior High School in the Oswego Community School District 308. So she understands frontline constituent service, and she cares deeply about her community. I thought that it was very interesting, a message that Maria sent along with her letter resume application when she said, "My decision to submit my name as Jesse's replacement for the remainder of the term was not difficult for me to make. I would like to represent him in the hopes of keeping his spirit alive within the community by supporting the causes that Jesse felt so passionately about." In Kane County government, we strive to build consensus, and our decisions are almost always bipartisan. We treat each other with professionalism and respect, and we honor those who have contributed to our common welfare, and I believe that that's what the Vasquez family has done. So with that, I'd like to open it up to any discussion. Mr. Kenyon?
This is a great decision. This is why Kane County always leads the way. This is a great decision. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and the friends, Mrs. Vasquez. We're going to all be happy with this. So thank you. And today is a good day. There's a Marine standing at attention, looking down, and he's very happy.
Ms. Burrow.
Thank you, Chairman.
Think about it.
This is a big day for Jesse, even though he's not here. He is here. When Maria approached me about this, I thought, yes, this is perfect. Maria knows all the constituents that Jesse knows. Maria's worked with Jesse on all his campaigns. In fact, they started dating back when he first started getting involved heavily in politics, and that's when I met Maria and Jesse. We've known each other over 25 years. This is a good day, and I want to thank everyone that was involved in helping with this decision, and I want to thank everyone going forward on this. I believe Maria will do a great job to represent District 8. Thank you.
Good, thank you very much. Ms. Castro?
Chairman, appointing a vacancy is no easy task, and I want to applaud all those who submitted an application and asked to be considered. Mr. Chairman, this is an excellent decision. I'm sure it didn't come easily. You had two individuals with very great qualifications, but I believe the choice that you made was a good one and an excellent one. Maria embodies a lot of what Jesse is. She will be able to get started right away, and I look forward to working with her, so I applaud everyone. Thank you.
Okay. Any other thoughts? If not, I'd like to ask the clerk to call the roll.
Allen.
Aye.
Auger.
Yes.
Barrero. Yes. Castro.
Yes.
Davis. Yes. Ford. Yes. Froz.
Yes.
Gillum.
Yes.
Heyman.
Yes.
Holshay.
Yes.
Ishmael.
Yes.
Kenyon.
Yes.
Kazaric.
Yes.
Leonard. Lewis.
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Molina.
Yes.
Pollock. Sheffro.
Yes.
Silva.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Sterrett.
Yes.
Winnicki.
Yes.
Okay, the motion and the second pass unanimously. There's no need for executive session today. Do we have any speakers on non-agenda items? Okay, if not, all right. Let's see. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ms. Vasquez is either on her way or has arrived. Is Ms. Vasquez in the audience? Okay, if not yet, but if I'm not mistaken,
She's on her way.
She's on her way. So I think that we'll adjourn this meeting. We'll go to Ms. Winnicki and Mr. Kenyon, Ms. Allen's part of the program with your indulgence. And then we'll come back after that portion is complete for a swearing-in ceremony of the new county board member. Okay.
Thank you.
So I think we should adjourn out of this meeting first, and then I'll turn the program over to Ms. Winnicki. May I have a motion to adjourn? Mr. Heyman, second by Ms. Castro. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Ayes have it.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to turn the chair over to Mr. Kenyon. Ms. Winnicki, would you like to conduct the meeting?
All right. Our question is, the Kane County Forest Preserve currently has 2 dog parks. Should the Kane County Forest Preserve build more dog parks? That is our question. Pros and cons. This is the part where you're supposed to raise your hand. You guys get that, right?
Okay. Is there money for it?
That's an excellent question. Do we have an answer? We're assuming yes, we do. Jake.
How heavily are these 2 dog parks used?
A lot.
Okay, thank you.
Gwen.
Legal issues with this?
No.
I think with the number of dogs in the area that we need to install another dog park because since they are heavily used. Okay. I think since there's so many dogs already in the King County area, I think another dog park would definitely benefit.
Good. Brandon.
Are the two dog parks, are they located near each other, or are they far away where you should put one in the middle so that people aren't traveling as far?
They're close to each other, but it's a big county. Emma.
Have people recommended the dog parks? Do they want them?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Would we, how many would we need if we were to build more?
We would add 2.
2 more.
Yes.
Would we add them in close proximities to each other, or would they be relatively like far apart?
We would spread them out. Gwen?
Try to find space for them closer to the more heavily populated areas where there isn't as much space for dog yards, or would we put them out further in the country?
We would have them in more heavily populated areas. Jake?
Have to hire someone to help clean up the dog parks?
Yes. Yes.
Heavily populated areas already have dog parks in them?
No. Yes.
Have there been troubles in the past with like dog fights at the parks?
No. Jake?
What kind of land or what will we have to take out or take out of to build these dog parks?
Hopefully it would be unused land. Yes.
Would you have to put money in the budget for fences? Because I've
There's
seen
already
dog parks with
money
fences.
in the budget for fences.
Okay.
Gwen?
Are there going to be any safety issues? Are we going to look out for that, or do we need to reassess that?
They will be considered as they were in the other dog parks.
We only have 2 dog parks right now, right? For all of King County?
Correct. For our giant county, we only have 2.
And how many more would we be adding?
2.
At least 1 more would be a good idea.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to call for roll. Sound good? How should we call? All right. We're going to do a voice vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Good. Motion passes.
And what we'll do during this time is we'll administer the oath of office. So first of all, I'd like to welcome our newest board member, Maria Vasquez. We're going to see, is this on?
Push the bottom.
Push the bottom. Now is it on? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's see. Ms. Vasquez, I think we're going to get right down to business, if that's all right with you. I am very pleased that the people who represent the area of Montgomery and Aurora, District 8, they came forward, advocated for your constituents and your neighbors in bringing your name forward and your strong credentials to continue to serve your district and your neighbors. So I think that what we'll do is we'll go straight into the oath of office. Is that all right? Okay, so now, and I guess that it's the power vested in me by the board, by the statutes, that allows me as a notary and as chairman to administer the oath. This is the first time that you and I have done this. Both of us. So I've always thought that if they would, when they read off the oath, if they don't make it a paragraph that you have to remember and then repeat. So we're going to cut it into smaller pieces. Sounds good. Good. So would you raise your right hand? I, Maria Vasquez.
I, Maria Vasquez.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will faithfully support.
That I will faithfully support.
The Constitution of the United States of America.
The Constitution of the United States of
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and obey the laws thereof,
and obey the laws thereof,
that I am qualified to hold
that I am qualified to hold
the office of County Board Member
the office of County Board Member
of Kane County, Illinois,
of Kane County, Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
I am about to enter.
Congratulations and welcome aboard. You know, the answer to the question, would you like to say a few words, is always, are you kidding? Maria's is a much more graceful, oh, no, people want to, get on to the rest of the day. But I'm going to ask Maria just to say hello and thank you to the group. And you're certainly a welcome addition to the board, the Kane County Board.
Good morning. Thank you very much for this opportunity to finish Jesse's term out. I'm looking forward to working with all of you, and thank you.